Hi, I'm Elvie from Meadowlark Log Homes. JJ is backing the van up, and I'm here by this little Montana cabin, 18 by 24, that Meadowlark Log Homes built. Our company built it in Libby, Montana. We pre-assembled the cabin, the log package, and then it was dismantled, shipped over here, and our crew put this together. The floor, logs, roof, windows, doors, and today, JJ, right there, where's JJ? Other side of the van. And we came here to put stain on this cabin. This is going to be the Timber Pro plant-based exterior stain. We're going to put 2 coats of a leather color on the outside and 1 coat of clear top coat. So 3 coats total. 2 coats color, 1 coat clear. You all right?
Yeah, getting it out.
I could help you. So all we're doing today is we are going to pressure wash this house with the pressure washer, and we're going to set up this little pump. The little pump is going to pump water. The first thing is we're going to get water in a big drum and put this Clean and Bright wood cleaner into the water. And there's a water hydrant. We might need that right there. This water hydrant here looks like it's brand new. I hope water comes out of it. It's got a yellow thing on there. Let's see, we got water. Whoa, there's no water. JJ, no water out of that hydrant. Now, the customer had told me there's water there, but she's gone. Maybe she cut the power off. There's no water. We're going down to town, a little village down here, to see if we can find water. Check out this little area here. Going down these little roads, about 2 miles down to town. And then we'll see if we can find some water. Look at that view, JJ. What do you think?
That's good. That's cool.
This van is loud. This is Flathead Lake, Montana. We're going down to find some water. Let me ask this guy. Let's just go downtown and see if we can find some water by the hardware. I know the hardware store down there.
Yeah.
So let's put a shout out for Sliders Hardware in Summers, Montana. Let's see if they give us some water. JJ is dumping some Clean and Bright into this water. We got these drums, so we had to go down to a gas station and fill this with water. This is the 100 gallons to clean the house off, and there's about 30 gallons in that with the Clean and Bright mixed in the water to soap the house first. So we're going to hook this little pump up to the soap tank connected to this to put soap on the house, and then we connect the pump to the big clear water tank to rinse it off. Soap application. We've got the soap applied. We'll let that set for a while so we can start washing off the soap and washing the whole house down with a different tip without as much pressure. I'm going to take this powerful tip off and put a smaller one on that's for washing the soap off and getting the logs clean. Now we've got clear water pumping through this to rinse the soap. how golden it makes this when I pressure wash the soap off. This is day 2. Yesterday we got this entire cabin washed, power washed, nice and clean. Brought the kids along. I claim all of them, but actually Victoria's my child, and Connor right there and JJ are not my children, but I'll claim them. So I got 3 kids here. We're masking. Let's show you what I'm doing, what they are doing. I've got the paint, or JJ rather, got the TWP mixed here, leather color. Where's the can at? I don't see it, but that's leather color mixed for the stain. Timber Pro exterior plant-based stain. So we got this really deeply clean with the Clean and Bright wood cleaner and the power wash. I had to use stocking feet to mask the door and the window and the light and the little satellite, or no, that's a solar panel right there. And that solar panel runs a little light mask right there. So Connor and Victoria are masking the metal below the log right there. Okay, the window. Victoria did the window. Good job on the window. And good job on the window. Looks like that got a little short. That's a lot of orange tape. Now you could have used a 4-foot plastic, Victoria, and then that would have eliminated the tape, but that's fine. And we have to mask this white thing there, a vent. And back here's one more window to mask. They got the metal covered down there. JJ's got this handled here. So we'll get started staining pretty quick as soon as the masking is done. I'm having a look around. We're all done masking completely. Let's have a quick peek before we start staining. We got that power box done, window done, metal below done, window masked there. The back is masked. Oh, here's one. JJ right there, just grab some tape. That one we got missed. It's like an electrical outlet. Gotta get that yet. Okay, I'm going to turn the time lapse on. Everyone's getting their masks on. I'm going to turn that nozzle on high, and we're going to start in the front here, and then we'll brush everything, and 2 coats of color and 1 coat clear. Stocking feet on the porch so we don't get the floor dirty. And they're brushing all of the railings and spindles up and down. Every part has to be brushed. So that's what it looks like with a fresh coat right on the first coat on it. Back there's dried pretty good already. We want no drips. You can see I've got 1 coat up to about the window. Now I've got to use that ladder and get up and finish the fascia. Leather, that's a nice color. What do you think, JJ?
Yeah, Yeah, it's really nice. I really like it. But this one, I think it's dripping down a lot.
Well, I put a lot on.
Oh, I see.
I put a heavy coat on, flood coat. We're just brushing and brushing. So we brush a lot in. You might want to come and get this window here. JJ right here on that upper trim needs to be brushed a little bit.
Oh, all right.
It's a little dry there. I put a lot on, but it's already dry. Like, see down there, see how it looks dry? But I put plenty on, it just soaked in.
Yep.
I'll bring the gun over and give it a shot. There's some drips right here. All right, there's some drips.
Yeah. They keep popping up the same
Yep,
spots.
they keep coming out of the checks in the logs.
Yeah.
Just keep going over it, just finding drips. There's this post that needs to be brushed. It's dripping. Just, you gotta keep looking at everything. And there we have it. One coat completely done. Leather Timber Pro. Now we're going to get some lunch. Let this dry. We need to let it dry 6 to 8 hours, but the weather's very dry, so it's going to go really fast. I can put a coat on the floor there. These logs were very dry, and they sucked it in really well, and it's already dry to the touch. Okay, it's time for some lunch and give this some time to dry. We're getting ready to put the second coat on. So we got the generator started, we got the paint mixed. We're gonna put our masks on, our suits, my suit on. I'll start in the front here with the ladder so I can reach all that. And I got 3 kids brushing. In the cool of the evening, it's a good time to stain so it's not so hot during the day. Second coat going on right now. It's a warm June evening in Montana. You can see I'm sweating. So kids are finishing up all the brushing. I've got all of the stain applied for the second coat. A lot of times the color of the Timber Pro gets darker on the logs and lighter on the tongue and groove, which is that ceiling. And that's a nice offset. The tongue and groove pine ceiling does not absorb very much. So there's much lighter of a coat on that, much lighter of a finishing on that, so it is lighter. And that looks nice. The cedar fascia on the, not cedar, the fir or larch fascia on the bottom trim and the top, which is the same product. Both the roof fascia and the subfloor fascia are the same material. They tend to go a little darker. They take a lot of stain. So whatever wood takes more stain in becomes a little darker. Whatever wood absorbs less stain is a little lighter. The floor does not absorb a lot because it's glazed smooth boards, but it's beautiful. So go a little bit lighter on the floor, and the logs drink a lot in. The steps, 3 years old, drank a lot in. I can't remember if this house is 2 or 3 years old, but it's not been stained yet before this. So tomorrow we give it the third and final coat of clear, and we flood that on without brushing. We're here this morning to put the third coat on, and JJ's going to pour this bug juice into the 5 gallon of Timber Pro Clear. And we mix that around, and that kills insects on contact. When they walk on the walls, they die. So then we take the mixer and mix it around. So we mix it really well. The trick with Timber Pro also is mix it really well. So he's going to stir that. We're going to put the clear to the paint sprayer. And then I'm going to apply this to the house. This is what it looks like the morning after we got the second coat on. It's nice and dry now. And we flood coat the clear on this final go round. And when it dries, it's beautiful. Just a bit glossy. After a while, the gloss comes off of it. It doesn't stay real shiny, but it kind of mellows, ages just a little bit. But that's the next process, is flood coating the third coat on this. If you watch the last time lapse, you can see this front was white with the flood coat. And now about an hour later, 45 minutes later, it's pretty much all soaked in. So let's have the final look. I took my suit off, took my mask off. The kids got everything loaded. We're completely done with this house. We wiped down the windows. There was drops of overspray that were stain went behind the plastic a few places, got all the windows, the overspray here and there, taken off with Dawn soap and water. It comes off very easily if you do it right away. So everything's clean. It's almost soaked in. You'll see little white spots still soaking in. Another 15 minutes, 30 minutes. This is all going to be soaked in. Everything, the last flood coat just drinks in. So let's have a final look around this little 18 by 24 Montana cabin from Meadowlark Log Homes. And the third coat is on. You can see the fascia, some white where it's still soaking in. You can hear the birds. They're all happy. I'm happy because this is I feel like we did a fine job for the customer. She's going to come back and be awed by this because it looks so much better now. This should last for 10 to 15 years. 12 years, being it's so sheltered here. If you're out in the open prairie, not as long, but this product lasts pretty long. And don't worry about these kind of runs with the clear because it all soaks in, completely soaks in. The two top coats you have to brush thoroughly. We were able to get a lot of product on the fascia, actually the whole thing. So we used 5 gallon pails, and we used, let's see, just about 4 pails, so about 2 pails, so about 10 gallons for the first coat, 10 gallons for the second coat, and then the third coat we used about 5 gallons. So the third coat didn't take as much because by the time you get the third coat, it doesn't soak as much because it's already got product. The first coat was, 10. So the first coat was 10 gallons, the second coat 8. And the last coat 5. 10, 8, 5, that's what it was. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to have your log cabin or home stained by us, by Meadowlark Log Homes, by my crew, just contact Meadowlark Log Homes through the links in this video. And be sure to subscribe and like and share and watch other videos. I've got dozens, maybe more than dozens of videos of my crew and I staining log homes. There's even videos of staining log homes that aren't built by Meadowlark. So we're happy to travel and stain for you guys. God bless and see you next time.